Have you heard about this movie called Baywatch?
It's amazing to come to set every day. It's incredibly entertaining. It's not a normal group of lifeguards. We're having so much fun, and I think that's going to translate on screen.
There's a lot of dick jokes. You can't avoid it. We're rated R and dicks are funny.
We're having filthy, awesome fun. That's what you're gonna enjoy when you see Baywatch.
Come on.
Welcome to Baywatch. Our cast in the movie, these guys are badass guys and girls, and we're having fun and being extremely dysfunctional.
I love the idea of working with Dwayne and with Zach, and it was important to me to surround these guys with some great supporting players.
Beautiful thing when you make a Dwayne Johnson movie, get Dwayne, and then you can go ahead and cast, the best people for the role. So we really have just a super fun, entertaining cast.
Everybody's elevating, taking it to the next level.
It's very raunchy. We get to curse. I get to say the F word a lot, which is great.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
We don't have to censor ourselves, and sometimes ridiculous things come out of our mouths, and that ends up making it in the movie, and that's awesome.
It's like college humor. Lots of penis talk, boobs everywhere.
Do you know what I mean?
It's raunchy and it's raw and it's hilarious. Everyone's having so much fun on set.
Oh, it's close.
The hijinks are just cuckoo-ca-choo.
Are you Batman?
Sure, pal. Just bigger and browner. I play a guy by the name of Mitch Buchanan, and Mitch Buchanan, of course, was made famous by the iconic, by the G himself, the OG himself, David Hasselhoff.
My main man, Mitch, is played by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
This is our beach, bitch.
And he is just 250 pounds of pure awesomeness.
Shit, it's not scary. I don't ever want to wrestle.
He's literally a beast. It's crazy.
He's the best person to be leading this cast because he's so loving, brings everyone together, and plus he's super funny while he's doing it.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, he's just the man. He's just like funny and smart. His sense of humor is totally irreverent, and that's just what makes him him.
Dwayne's amazing. Dwayne is such a leader. He's cast perfectly as Mitch because he is so easy to work with that you want to do your best work for him. He sort of sets the precedent on set that we are a family. He treats us like that. He checks in with us, all the time and, makes sure we're all on the same page. Like, he's definitely the leader of the set, which is really awesome. He's an amazing leader.
I think Dwayne is in many ways a big brother. I look up to him first and foremost. He's just been through so much that he's always there for advice. So I think that's a great thing to have in a castmate. It's also really fun to watch him sort of like helm the set and the crew. There's like this protective bubble over everything when Dwayne's on set. And I think that's just an awesome thing to have.
Working with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is quite possibly the greatest and only achievement I will make in my life. Having Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson near me makes me a better person. Having Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson come in any contact with me, I become stronger. He smells incredible, and Dwayne is the best person, I think, in the world, and I think a lot of people agree with me on that.
He's just one of the most genuine, kind people that I've ever met. And it's a joy to work with him. He's always present. Obviously, as the world knows, he's incredibly hardworking, and it's very cool to be able to say that I've been in 2 movies with The Rock. It's insane. I'm constantly impressed by everything that he does. And if he ran for president, I would vote for him. I think a lot of people would. I think he would win.
I'm Matt Brody, ready for duty. My name is Zac Efron, and I play Brody in Baywatch. Well, actually, my name's Zac Efron, and I play Matt Brody in Baywatch.
Matt Brody, played by my good buddy. Yeah, he's fantastic. I love Zach. Really one of the nicest guys you will ever meet.
What's your name? Welder. Nice to meet you, Welder Zach.
What an asshole, right? For being so cool and awesome. The chemistry I have with Zach is really, really cool. He's like a little brother to me, and I love the guy.
He's a super funny guy. He takes his job really seriously. And even though we're in a comedy, Comedy's the hardest thing to do, and Zach's bringing it. I mean, everyone knows he's great looking, but when it comes to being funny and being on it, he's so ready, and I really respect that. The pairing that him and Dwayne make together is what is the USP of this movie.
The audience, they know Zach is a good guy in real life, but they also would like to see me fuck with him.
Hey, fresh face. Where you from, One Direction?
After the first test was done, the audience was like, we like that. It's like, oh, you do like that, great. Let's come up with more names.
New kids on the block here.
Come on, Gold Medal. Hey, High School Musical. You look really nice too, Baby Gap.
Dead serious right now, NSYNC.
Help Bieber here, princess. Cool off, cool boy. He's such a good sport, by the way. He was great. He's just taking it all in, and he knows it's for the movie. It's just good stuff.
You know, I never thought of Dwayne and Zach as like an improv team, but they are.
There goes Zac Efron. Go fuck yourself.
The way that Dwayne and Zach hit off each other's like little bits, it's so funny. Hit off each other's little bits is a weird sentence.
Testing. Oh, failed. I am Alexandra Daddario, and I'm playing Summer Quinn. Baywatch!
Talk to the camera. Talk to the camera.
Hey, camera. The thing with actors is anytime there's a camera around, you just sort of like subtly get attention. We love attention, actors. Not me, though. Hey, look at that.
Hi. I just played a dead body completely still.
You did a great job, by the way.
I did Sus Memory. I did exactly what I did on my honeymoon.
So stupid.
I have a special relationship with every female on this production, most of which are pure, unadulterated hatred. With Alex, it's a very special blend because you can tell that she seems sweet, but in reality, she is a monster of a human being. This
Going
is
into
last,
nights, which is excellent news.
I'm talking. This is our last day
Hey,
on the beach.
don't put the camera on him.
I've known Alex for some time now. We've done 2 movies together, and she's been such a pleasure to work with. She's such a committed actress, and she is so stunning. She nails the role. I mean, she just has that quality about her.
Being part of Baywatch for me is insanely cool for a number of reasons. One was because I was a huge dork in high school and could never get any boys ever, and have been rejected by men a lot. And now I'm a Baywatch babe, and people think that I'm cool. So that's insanely awesome.
Hey, I'm Matt Brody.
And not a single fuck was given. She has this budding relationship with Matt Brody, played by Zac Efron, which is not so bad for me, Alex Daddario.
Again, Zac Efron. Zac Efron with getting the hot chick, right? Fucking asshole. What an asshole.
It's a fun relationship to watch.
That was awesome.
As an actress, I've been wanting to do comedy for a really long time. This gave me an opportunity to be funny and play around and improv and really find some humor. The baby in me now. It's how I make men want to have sex with me.
I love her, and Alexandra is she's just awesome.
She always looks wet, but not too wet.
She's the reason I believe in God.
Hey, I'm Kelly Rohrbach, and I'm playing CJ Parker.
Good. Hi, Kelly Rohrbach.
Hi!
Hi.
Oh my God, hey!
Oh, God.
We have such a great cast, and it's kind of been the dream team and dream movie, and it's been amazing.
Kelly is just a very funny, outgoing person.
Hey, what's up?
She looks incredible and has a ton of charisma, and it's been amazing to see what she's been doing with this iconic role. People are gonna fall in love with her.
CJ Parker, that was a big role for us, right? Because CJ Parker was made famous by Pamela Anderson. Who do you find? Who do you find? Who do you cross your fingers and you hope to find somebody? Kelly Rohrbach, she came in and she just nailed it. I love Kelly.
What excited you about Baywatch?
I thought I was on Sex and the City 3. Where am I? I haven't read the script, so
unicorn that
She just
comes
shows
down
up.
from the
not even
cloud
sure what
and-
movie I'm on right now.
Kelly
too.
does not know what is going on right now. It's a beautiful thing.
Hi.
Are you gonna say anything, or are you
No.
just gonna stare at the?
I was just gonna stare and let
All right, so this is
I had no
back
plan,
over here.
actually.
Right there we go.
From day one, we're friends, and we're able to just like tit for tat, joke with one another. So the whole on-screen chemistry has come really easy to us.
Kelly Rohrbach is going to surprise the world. She's an amazing actor. I mean, she's gorgeous that the world knows. And she and Ronnie have this amazing chemistry where you don't understand how this gorgeous girl and this guy, what is happening there, but them together is super, super fun.
Kelly Rohrbach is the coolest. Every time we see each other, it's sort of, we have to have handlers because we just start grabbing at each other.
Let me ask you this. A lot of oceans in Iowa?
No, just ponds and lakes and cocky pretty boys.
Stephanie is played by Ilfinesh Hedera, who is this tall, gorgeous Amazonian woman that men literally fall to their knees every time she walks by. And I think I may be in love with her.
She is striking. Like, that is a striking looking woman. There is a presence and a quality about her. When you see her, automatically you would think, oh, there's something very unique there, and there's something very powerful in that. Can't say enough great things about her. And I had a chance to make out with her on screen.
The girls are definitely a clique. The girls are much more of a clique than the boys. I actually feel bad for the boys.
Kelly Rohrbach, Alexandra Daddario couldn't have been blessed with two better co-stars. They are funny and kind and just lovely, and we get each other's bad jokes. This is like #1 prerequisite for being friends with me is people have to understand my horrible sense of humor. It's like the only way it works. And they get it. So thank you, whoever, casting gods. John Bass is kind of become the prankster here on the set of Baywatch. One day he offered to get me something from Crafty. So he came back with this little plastic cup. I said, what is that? And he said, oh, it's chicken salad. And I was like, yeah, you sure? He was like, yeah, absolutely. I was like, great. Dug in, realized the second that it hit my lips that it is, in fact, tuna fish salad, which to me is the most vile thing on earth. It is smelly and it is fishy and it's everything I never want to eat. And he thought it was hysterical.
I killed it.
No. Ilfinesh almost killed him because he gave her tuna fish. She doesn't like tuna fish. You don't give Ilfinesh tuna fish when she wants chicken salad. You don't tell her, here's some chicken salad, and then have her eat it. She'll be pissed. He was scared. It was like she went from being Ilf to being like this demon. Her eyes turned red and she was furious and she threw the sandwich down and ran off. Not really. We all have this very funny relationship where we can just sort of mess with each other. You have a lot of downtime on a set. So a good fight about whether John Bass brought tuna fish or chicken salad is great. They were fighting about it for like 2 hours.
What the fuck? That's my name. That's my name! Wait, do not tell me that I'm the tech guy.
Oh.
Hi, I'm John Bass, and I play Ronnie Greenbaum. I think it's Greenbaum. It's something Jewish. He kind of is the only normal person on Baywatch.
Ronnie is the brilliant and hilarious John Bass. We looked at all these actors from, all over the world to come in and read for this role. And in walks John Bass, first audition, first one of like a 4.5-hour casting session, came in, he absolutely nailed it.
Every team has a ringer, and you and only you are my ringer.
Well, then I guess I'm your ringer.
You are my goddamn ringer.
John Bass, who I love, who I feel steals the movie, by the way. I told him in the beginning of this movie, I said, dude, you're gonna steal this movie, and I cannot wait for audience to see you in it.
This guy.
What are you looking at?
Ronnie, John Bass, is CJ's love interest. Obviously, they start the relationship in a really awkward position. Ronnie, are you okay? And John and I have a joke on set now. Like, every time something happens, we're like, oh God, boner, boner, boner. Hey, how's your dick?
Just ready for action.
And like, we're gonna like start the sequel with like Ronnie at the wedding, straight on boner. Just always boners for days for Ronnie.
I hope America's ready for my dick. I don't know if they're ready for this jelly. It's so crazy because being on a movie with like all these beautiful women, I was like preparing myself to just be like, just try and get through it, man. All right? they're probably not gonna wanna talk to you. You just gotta deal with the fact that like they're beautiful and probably will just be like, cut, and they'll be like, all right, goodbye, John. These women, Alex, Ilfanesh, and Kelly, are nothing but awesome. And I'm so lucky that I get to hang out with them every day. Especially Alex Daddario, because she's a bona fide psychopath, cool person.
John? No. He's an idiot.
I have to deal with this ineptitude and...
Ineptitude isn't a word, dude.
Yes, it is.
I think you mispronounced it.
Isn't... It's definitely
It's
a
not
word.
a word. You guys are idiots.
Sorry.
It's ineptitude.
Oh, ineptitude.
John Bass is completely hysterical, on and off screen.
He's always pranking the other lifeguards.
I like to prank people quite a bit. Most of my pranks just include like telling them facts that are fake. And so it's a lot more just psychological torture. The other day I convinced Alex Daddario that if you conceive a baby when you're younger, then the baby's more attractive. And she believed me.
He's making that up.
That's all we have for you right now. If you want more stuff, go fuck yourself.
Hey, fuck you, get off my beach. Technically, I see a dead body, which technically makes this a crime scene.
Hey, technically, these technicallys are wasting a lot of time. Technically.
Thank you, Blue-Eyed Demon. I'm Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, and I play Sergeant Garner Ellerby.
He's kind of the dorky cop that takes himself too seriously.
Wait, was that sarcastic? Like calling the tall guy shorty?
And if you see him in other stuff, he's a murderer who is addicted to cocaine. I mean, it's amazing, this guy's range. And he was, I thought, really good at bringing Ellerby to life.
Hey, get back right now. Do not contaminate my crime scene. I get to be on a beach and play a beach cop and wear short shorts and show my sexy legs and have some big old stupid messy fun. So that's what I'm all about, yeah.
I'll tell you this, if you crack this case, they're gonna upgrade you to a Segway and they're gonna give you big boy pants to wear. Cover up those chicken legs.
He's the great foil and great relationship with Mitch Buchanan in the movie.
It's like you purposely only hear 1% of what I say. My goal is to whip out a gun or a taser at least one time in a movie.
Fuck's sake. Why don't you die already? Thank you so much, you know? This bay has a bright future.
You're fucking crazy.
If I was a man, you'd call me driven. My name is Priyanka Chopra, and I play Victoria Leeds. Love the idea of just being this evil, gorgeous thing. You never get to be evil in real life, and it's interesting to be able to do all the things that you can't do in real life.
The character of Victoria Leeds, we wanted to make our main villain a woman. And so you gotta find a woman who has that ability to draw you in, make you want her. And she also has the ability to cut your throat 19 different ways from Sunday, right? With a smile.
I'm not a Bond villain. Yet.
And, you know, Priyanka is just special.
It's just great to be like patronizing to these 6 amazingly buff, gorgeous people. And I'm just like, save some lives, sweetie.
She makes a very good villain. She's really good at it.
I'm a new character in Baywatch. Everybody else is reprising a lot of the parts. So for me, I didn't have nerves. I'm an addition to the family, you know, so I can be whatever I want to be, which is really fun.
Priyanka Chopra, I think, might be an actual queen. You know, like people like say like, yes, queen? When I say it to her, she turns to me and looks at me with such intensity, and I'm like, I think she might actually be a queen.
Everyone in the cast, from Dwayne to Zach, from Kelly to John, to Ilfanesh to Alexandra, just everyone is just so funny. Their chemistry together is amazing. Their chemistry with me is amazing. So I'm really enjoying it. Lieutenant Buchanan, isn't it?
It is.
Dwayne Johnson. He's a good enough nemesis for me, you know. I could take on The Rock. I said, listen, I know you're not used to this, Mr. Rock, but I smell what you're cooking, okay? So watch out, because I got you. You going down. And he was like, oh, yeah?
Oh, shit. You going night-night, bitch.
Yeah, I'm pretty intimidating.
Give it all you got. You
The cast and the crew, all together, it's really just an amazing group of people. Everyone's having so much fun. It's unbelievable the amount of camaraderie and awesomeness that everyone brings to set every day. And I feel so lucky to be a part of it.
Knew I would make it 'cause I put in so much work. Now all the girls wave, I might just have to serve.
This is one of the best sets to be on because the cast is like a family and gets along really well, and everybody's really funny and lighthearted and like doesn't take themselves seriously. And you know, we're so invested in making Baywatch the best it can be, but we know that, you know, Baywatch is a TV show that everyone watched, and I think that's where this playful energy comes from every day on set, is that we're making something that was so awesome and funny, like let's just add on to that.
It's a great mix of all of us, and it's a lot of very interesting people who've come together to make a super fun movie.
I think the #1 thing people are really going to enjoy when they see Baywatch is, I gotta say, that is me. Yeah. Drugs, murder, dead body on our beach.
Everything that you guys are talking about sounds like a really entertaining but far-fetched TV show.
I think when you have a show like Baywatch that is an iconic show, it's a great opportunity to reimagine it for the big screen.
The old show had heart, humor, and action, so we wanted to see if we could deliver that for a modern audience.
When the script came to me, I was a little like, all right, I'm a Baywatch fan. They better not be screwing around with this.
It's the #1 show in the world, no pressure. Baywatch is the most successful television show in the history of television.
Michael and I created Baywatch, the original series, and we were the executive producer showrunners for all 300+ episodes. And the show was seen in 158 countries in 42 languages, and we were on every continent except Antarctica.
It's just such a phenomenon and so ingrained in pop culture that you know everything about it.
It's an iconic show. A lot of jogging, a lot of skin. Pamela Anderson.
I knew the TV show when I was a kid, but I knew it mostly as a guilty pleasure. It's a fun piece of pop culture.
I was young when it was on, sitting with my sisters on Saturday nights, like our blankets, sucking our thumbs, watching babes run down the beach. My parents would walk in and be like, "What are you watching?"
I was a huge Baywatch fan. I mean, I grew up on Baywatch. My mom and I would sit and watch every slow motion run with like hearts coming out of our eyes. Our nation was gripped by Baywatch fever. I remember that as a 90s kid.
I remember I wasn't allowed to watch it. It was always like sneaking it on TV late night. I remember like the intro really well.
The music, when it first starts,
Pamela Anderson coming out of the water. The Hoff.
and then the music. Some people. Okay, I'll get into it right now, so I'm not going to.
The rest was kind of a blur, just like a sexy, beachy blur.
I think Baywatch was a success on TV, combination of a lot of things. For that time, cool action, really hot people. They were like alien hot, like really good looking. See, in my world, aliens are hot.
Was I an American child of the right age when Pamela Anderson graced our screens? I had the biggest crush on Pamela Anderson.
At times it was a little over the top, but ultimately it was just a lot of fun.
The series created something at the time in the 90s, something that was very much needed, which was pure escapism entertainment.
There were different names for the show in different languages, but it didn't matter. You know, it was California, it was blue skies, it was beautiful people, it was escapism, but with a lot of heart.
It's like everyone fell in love with these characters and became one of the first nightly soap operas. You didn't necessarily need to understand the nuance of the English language. You could really just enjoy it by the characters, by the vibe, by the look.
You would figure that men would be the biggest audience for Baywatch because of the beautiful women like Pam Anderson and Carmen Electra running down the beach in slow motion. But the largest audience we had were women.
I definitely love David Hasselhoff. Mitch Buchanan was my favorite for sure. I think as an 8-year-old to have a crush on him would have been a little weird, no?
I wanted to make Baywatch because it was an opportunity, I thought, to take an IP, an intellectual property, as they say, in the streets. To take a title that was globally known, but also reintroduce it to an audience today who might not be familiar with it.
So Baywatch is something that I was involved with from the very beginning. It's something that I really kind of pursued the creators and pursued the studio. We developed all different versions because we weren't quite sure of what we wanted to do, like a giant big action movie, a really smaller comedy.
There's fun in movies, then there's awesome fun in movies, then there's damn, they had a lot of fun in movies, then there's filthy fun.
We wanted to create a tone that's never been seen before.
All right, buddy, we're gonna have to flash freeze your Johnson.
Wait, no, it's okay, I got it.
When you get into the filthy fun, let me tell you something, brother. It's lights out. Oh, God, it stinks.
No matter what, this movie had to be edgy and cool.
Oh, you going night-night, bitch. It is game over.
We go ahead and we just like let it rip.
I'm oceanic, motherfucker. Oh my God, that is filthy fun. I cannot believe it. My life has changed. We may have to cancel Christmas. That level of fun.
We all really genuinely love and respect and adore the show.
It's a very tricky fine balance that we had to find with the tone, because with Baywatch inevitably came some baggage, right? Because you think, oh, the TV show, yeah, another one. It's like, okay, just give us a shot though. Just let me take a crack at it.
We never made fun of it. We never wanted to spoof it. We only wanted to give it love.
We want to celebrate Baywatch, take it apart, but then put it back together.
Just felt like we could really kind of take everything that the 240 episodes laid out and we could supersize it.
We didn't want to just do a movie where it's like, well, here's a bunch of new lifeguards and let's see what they do on the beach. You know, we wanted to sort of recreate what we dug about the show. And for us, you know, it's far-fetched, but it was really, really entertaining. So it's like, you know, we wanted to see Mitch and CJ and all those characters rather than having new characters that you've never met before.
Welcome to Baywatch. What we did with the original show was really wanted to pay homage to the spirit of the original show. And the spirit of the TV show is that you had these characters who were exceptional at what they did.
Because they don't just save lives. They're always involved in something very weird, like
giant octopi, you know, missiles that might wash up.
Yeah, maybe there's drug smugglers smuggling diamonds and surfboards. You just don't know. That's what we got to put in this movie and make it about. Why are these lifeguards going outside the boundaries of their job description?
The action in this movie was super critical. We knew that we had to elevate the TV show. We had an opportunity to go ahead and do something very different. Obviously, swimming, drowning, rescues was really important. But we wanted giant set pieces, so we came up with this massive set piece of a boat on fire in the middle of the ocean. We have a big motorcycle chase that's all one shot. Nighttime fireworks barge in the middle of the ocean. We just wanted to give the audience big, fun action. I think it really anchors the movie and makes it feel different.
Shoes? You're wearing worker man's shoes?
It was always my hope that we would have some cameos from the original cast show up in the movie, but I wanted to do that in unexpected ways.
Mitch?
Yes, Mitch.
Come on, man. You don't just protect the Bay. You are the Bay.
So we came up with a scene where Hasselhoff could show up and inspire the current Mitch Buchanan, Dwayne Johnson, with some words of wisdom.
The Bay needs you.
David Hasselhoff created an iconic character, and he has been awesome, by the way. He was great when he found out the movie was going to be made. He was great when we asked him to be a part of it. One thing David told me was, look, just with this character, it looks like you're having fun already, but have even more fun. I take his advice and I have some fun every day.
Similarly, we did something like that for Pamela when she shows up.
Is it just me or is she...
In super slow motion.
Yeah.
Just to kind of treat our OG cast members with the respect that they deserve.
They've been talking about doing a movie for 20 years, so I wasn't really going to believe it until I saw it. So it's actually happening, which is great. And they've been talking to me for a while about doing it, so I really appreciated them bringing me here, and it's been fun. There's a little bit of swearing. I hear a little bit of nudity that would not have flown back in the day when we were doing Baywatch.
When I set foot on this beach today, which is literally a recreation of Baywatch, it felt like we were back in 1989 when we first started the series. Except everything is bigger here.
This is Baywatch, you pussy!
It's big in its production, it's big in its action, it's big in its comedy. So we're thrilled to see this recreated and rebooted.
Just like the TV show, great escapism, great fun, super entertainment.
There's moments throughout our story where we are clearly winking at the audience and letting them know, like, we're all in this together, we're all in on the joke, come along for the ride, and we're gonna have fun. There's pomp and circumstance around being a lifeguard, beach, beautiful women, but if you want to be a lifeguard, it's fucking hard to do. The ocean, in a way, helped us in terms of elevating the action, because when the ocean wants to, it can kick your ass. So everybody needs to be trained properly.
There's no one who trains or works harder than Dwayne Johnson. He's constantly shifting and changing his body for each role that he plays. He wanted to obviously be in great shape, but he didn't want to be too big or bulky. He wanted to be athletic and be able to prove to the world that he can go and make all these incredible saves.
Part of Dwayne's sex appeal is his muscles, and that was kind of sagging, so they called me, and I do train athletes and stuff. We just do stuff like this and just do like push-ups and stuff in the morning. You can't tell by my physique, but it's more mental than physical. So they called me in for that and the part of the councilman.
I get it. You're big, Sasquatch. I'm fast.
Zac "The Rock" Efron is really amazing. Zac's body has so many six-packs on it that it makes me uncomfortable.
Zac did an incredible amount of training and work in anticipation of starring in Baywatch. He knew he was going to be up against Dwayne Johnson, so that immediately motivates you.
I'm doing a lot of dynamic stretching, a lot of like full body workouts. We play with a lot of bands, just because you never know when they're gonna need you to sprint on the beach.
Zac's body is the body I think I strive for on a daily basis, but I can't put down my food.
We did a lot of physical training and swimming and just a lot of working out, which I blew the first weekend and stopped working out. I was like, all right, I'm already here. I'm Jim, Schmam.
It's super fun to play Ronnie. Everyone else has these like insane bodies, these insane physical strengths, and then Ronnie's sort of just standing there going, how are you all doing this?
There are tons of qualities that make a great lifeguard. Today, we're gonna test all of them in a grueling obstacle course we like to call the absentee father.
Baywatch is hard. I actually have to climb a wall soon, and that is very scary.
I don't think anybody can do the course that we created. It's crazy. It's like 500-meter swim, and then you're running on sand dunes up and down and climbing walls. And then there's an even harder course.
Come on, gold medal. Now you're gonna have to beat me on the big boys course. The obstacle course that we created, it is a beast and it can be extremely intimidating. Not for me, but that course was a badass course.
That was one of the harder parts for sure of filming. I was the only one that really had to do it.
One thing that's crazy about when Zac had to do the course, he was the only person that could do it. His own stuntman couldn't do it.
The next day, I showed up on set just super sore. I felt like a T-Rex. I couldn't move my biceps.
I loved it. Had a blast. We were throwing tires around, doing pull-ups, and Zac would do his thing, which was shit that I don't do, which is swinging on the ropes and the circles and all that shit. And it's like, all right, when you're done being a monkey, come down, and I'm gonna kick your ass over here on this side of the course.
All the different vehicles are a big deal in the Baywatch world. And in fact, it was one of our first days on the beach. There was a real rescue that was necessary, and their wave runner was in the shop, so they took the one from the movie and they saved someone that had crashed, someone very much like our actual story.
We had jet ski chases, stand-up jet ski, not sitting down, stand up.
The jet skis are awesome. They go like 80 miles per hour, like the fastest jet ski on the market.
We've been allowed to do some high-speed ATV action, which is probably not that dangerous, but to me, who grew up in New York City and does not ride around on sandy beaches on my ATV, was very scary.
We were on the beach, you know, practicing for the ATV rescue, and next thing we know, we're like all drag racing. It's a pretty fun work environment.
We're in the toddler's room, and we're getting ready to have this big fight, and I go to our stunt coordinator and our director, Seth, I said, I'd like to back up and just quietly lock the door. And again, when you say it like that, it's people, oh yeah, okay, yeah, go lock the door. I just want to tell you what it means to me. So when I was 8 years old, right? I've never told this story on camera. When I was 8 years old, I heard Kenny Rogers sang a song called Coward of the County. Kenny Rogers has this great line, he goes, you could have heard a pin drop when Tommy stopped to lock the door. When I heard that when I was 8, I was like, oh shit. One day, I want to be in a situation where I stop and I lock the door. And then I follow it up with something Kenny Rogers didn't sing in his song back then, but if he ever did a remix of it, I say, oh, you going night-night, bitch. I can see, I'm gonna do a collaboration with Kenny. He's gonna sing that part, and I'm gonna say, you going night-night, bitch.
It was almost like Dwayne got to tap back into some WWE roots, you know? And The Rock became alive, and he was like throwing elbows, and it was so great.
Victoria, I have something very special planned for you, for everyone. So God help us.
There's a scene in the movie where I do an incredible crunk trap dance, and I spent a good 2 months on this dance. Every single day I worked on it. Every single day I was freaking out about it, and the day came and I freaking delivered.
Hit it.
And if I don't get credit for this dance, I'm gonna have to punch a fool. And it will probably be Dwayne, and he won't be able to feel it because his body's made out of stone.
If there was a Baywatch in real life, I think now I could make it on the team, but in 3 months, no. Because when this movie wraps, I'm probably gonna be sitting on my couch eating ice cream for a solid month.
Kelly Rohrbach is super naturally athletic. She played collegiate golf on a scholarship. She could easily make the real Baywatch, no doubt.
Have you seen the obstacle course? Are you kidding? It's like climb rope. I'm like, in a what? Climb a rope? No.
If I could have one person save my life in a terrible, situation where I'm drowning, I would have to say I would want it to be Alexandra Daddario because I don't think she'd be able to do it. And that would make me so happy to see her fail.
I would want The Rock to save me. I feel like that's probably my best bet, right?
Dwayne, he smells amazing. He smells so good. He walks by me and I'm like, good morning, Dwayne.
John Bass is a good swimmer, so Ronnie. I want to be saved by Ronnie.
Our cast trained so hard for the movie, not only to look great on camera, but to be convincing and show people why Baywatch is the elite of the elite.
These incredible action sequences, and the stunts made me the most excited about doing Baywatch.
That's what's so cool about the movie. There's great action. The world is vibrant and really alive, and you just want to try out and be part of the Baywatch family.